Real Ghana World Boxing, and I just came back to talk about Vasily Lomachenko, who dispatched of Anthony Corolla 4 rounds, no contest, face down, ass up. So let's talk about all-time greats. Now we talking about all-time greats. So you guys say Roy Jones, he's better than Roy Jones. Cotto, he's as great as Cotto. He's as great as Marquez. He's as great as Roberto Duran. Multiple division champions. I'm talking. Floyd Mayweather, multiple division champions is what I'm talking about right now. Even the Bernard Hopkins, Marquez, who stopped Pacquiao, De La Hoya. Is he as good as De La Hoya? Is he as good as Pacquiao? This is what you have to ask yourself. Is he good as Ray Leonard? You talking about all-time greats. Tommy Hitman Hearns, who stopped Duran, Roberto Duran, Cotto, who beat Mosley. Now we talking about multiple division champions. That's what we're talking about right now. Hearns won titles at 5 different weight classes. Marquez 4, Ray Leonard 5, Cotto 4, Mayweather 5, Roy Jones 4 different weight classes, Roberto Duran 4, Manny Pacquiao 8 different weight classes. Man, Cotto at 4. De La Hoya won 6 titles he won titles at 6 different weight classes. Now, Lomachenko has only won titles at 3 different weight classes, man. Now you talking about all-time great, man. This is why you can't. Anybody who says Lomachenko is an all-time great, you have to say he's better than these guys, or he's just as good. And on Top Rank ESPN, man, when he dispatched to this guy Anthony Corolla, who's a relative nobody, they try to make concessions. Oh, he can't move up anymore. I know he's older, man. He's hit his peak at moving up. But with that being said, that doesn't position him in the all-time greats, man. He's not listed, man. He can't be listed. He's not even listed as top, fighter of today, man. Like, how can he be, man? Like I said, man, you go back to Roberto Duran, who fought tough competition, like equal fair competition. I mean, he fought the guy fought Marvin Hagler, and he fought Tommy Hearns back to back, man. Like, where's this fight taking place for Lomachenko? He hasn't even fought Mikey Garcia yet, man. And they already trying to crown his ass as top this, top that. Leave it to Bob Arum, who's the most crooked promoter of all time. He prevented the Pacquiao fight, which he could have already had under his belt. Lomachenko could have already fought Pacquiao by now, but Top Rank Bob Arum prevented that fight from happening. You know what I'm saying? And then now he wants to throw Lomachenko in there with who he wants. I don't understand, man. He wants him to fight Gervonta Davis. They want to clown Davis, but look, man. Lomachenko is an older fighter, man. Like right now, Davis should step up eventually. But at the end of the day, man, who's his top competition? He's beaten. You know what I'm saying? At a fair fight, man. A lot of his fights been definitely has been, with some kind of weird circumstances under it, man. Either he's fighting a smaller guy, you know what I'm saying. But let's look at the all-time greats, man. Let's go down this. If you want to talk about all-time greats, man, even Roy. Let's start with Roy Jones Jr., who beat Bernard Hopkins early and James Toney. Those are 2 top competitive fighters, man. Those are 2 top fighters that he's beaten. Fair fights, man. Middleweight fights. You know what I'm saying? You can go even, man. Yeah, he moved up. He even won a heavyweight with John Ruiz, but the man had already accomplished beating a rival, man, an equal fight. Roberto Duran, like I said, I mentioned Roberto Duran, who fought Tommy Hearns, man. He got stopped by Tommy Hearns, but then look, man, he beat Sugar Ray Leonard, man. His first fight, he beat the shit out of Sugar Ray Leonard. That's a top win, man, with a fair fight, man. Okay, who's next, man? Man, and as the list goes on and on, man. Look, Ray Leonard himself, man. Beat Marvin Hagler. He beat, man, Tommy Hearns, man. Guys, look at the resume, man. These are fair fights. These are equal middleweight fights, man. He's beating these guys at his division, man. He didn't have them move up 2 weight divisions to fight. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have that, man. Who's next, man? This is a list that we can just do it all day. Roberto, I already talked about Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? Floyd Mayweather beat Chico Corrales, man, a bigger man, and he moved up and beat Chico, and then he beat Miguel Cotto in a hell of a fight, man. He beat Miguel Cotto, and that was a tough fight. I can even go after that, man. Can I go to Miguel Cotto? Should I go to Miguel Cotto, who beat Shane Mosley? Who had a tough competitive fight with Mayweather. He fought Canelo, man. Like you trying to put Lomachenko in this category? Manny Pacquiao, who fought, won titles at eight divisions, man. He beat Tim Bradley every time, and they try to give Tim Bradley one of those wins with unfair, decision. But I mean, the guys fought Marquez, man. He got knocked out by Marquez. But at the end of the day,